I wanted to make a video. Now I've had the CLASSIFiED for a few weeks. Let you know some of the problems that I'm having with it, and I suppose the good points as well. First off, which I suppose a lot of people have probably already heard about, is the north bridge on this CLASSIFiED is just so hot. The heatsink that they put on it is a passive heatsink, and it's just not adequate, basically. Originally, I don't know if I might be able to point it out, the heatsink was actually as high as that. Actually, see these E's, there's 2 high, it was actually 3 high originally. They changed the design quite late in to accommodate some of the air coolers that were conflicting with it. So they put the skinnier version on, and it's just not good enough. If you want to overvolt the north bridge, which a lot of people do, and which I definitely do, the temperatures get out of control. Easy hit 100°C, which isn't good for a north bridge. So as you can see, I'll zoom in. You can see I've got 2 fans on the top and another fan underneath, and for a start it makes it look shit, and second, it hasn't really helped an awful lot. They're 40mm fans, 3 of them, so I'm perhaps considering a larger fan, and maybe a 50 or a 60mm, or even possibly water cooling the north bridge, which will be the biggest pain, I suppose, because it will mean adding a 3rd loop into my system. I've already got 2 loops. I don't really want the hot north bridge on my CPU loop, and I really don't want it on my graphics card loop either, so it'd have to be a separate loop. So whether I could fit a radiator here and use that to cool the north bridge, I'm not sure, but that's probably where I would put it, if possibly I could get one that was good enough and that would go there nicely. Next update, I've got the Dio step-in 920. Results really good, like amazing in fact. Overclocks really well at low voltage. Some problems with it is that the QPI VTT, it doesn't like high voltage on that at all, which is where you're going to come into issues if you want to run high speed memory like 2000 MHz or 1866. Possibly will struggle, and you're definitely not going to break any memory records with the Dio step-in. Apparently it does vary from chip to chip, but I actually can't give any more than 1.45 volts on the QPI VTT, also known as CPU VTT or Encore VTT, depending on what board you've got. I'm going to run a few benchmarks to show you. Right, I'm currently on Windows 7 operating system, the RC version, which just came out. I'm going to show you the settings I'm going to be using. It's quite a nice little tool, the magnifier they have in this. The i7 920, core voltage 1.270, Dio step-in 4189.4 MHz, or just under 4.2 GHz. Multiplier times 21 as I'm using turbo mode. One really nice feature on the CLASSIFiED is, regardless of what load is on any of the cores, the 21 multiplier holds. So basically that's just a complete bonus. Every other motherboard I've tried, and I don't know whether it's actually unique to the CLASSIFiED, but normally as soon as you enter a multi-threaded benchmark, you lose basically the turbo mode. So you go down to, so that would really go down to sort of 4 GHz in the CPU test and stuff. But with this, it's actually 21 times all the time, so that's a nice feature. Currently on the EVGA forums mod rigs, I hold the top score for EVGA GTX 285s, Vantage score of 38,867. So that's what I'm going to go for, see if I can beat that or add to it, at least maybe crack 39k. So I'm going to turn this off, shut that down, and run the benchmark. Okay, we'll check out the scores. $38,531 as individual tests. GPU score 34,617, CPU score 58,307. Not quite beat my previous score, which was done on Windows Vista. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have another crack at it. I'm going to overclock the CPU a little more. Okay, I'm back at desktop and I've upped the core voltage to 1.376 and the core speed to 4.419 gigahertz, and I'm going to run Vantage again and see if I... Okay, the Vantage run is finished. I've got the score up and there it is, 40,393. Never thought it could be possible on just a desktop rig basically, as this is. No phase change, LN2, chilled water, it's just good old water cooling. 40,000. I didn't think 39,000 was going to be a struggle, but there you go. Individual scores right there, and GPU score 35,173, and the CPU score is just ridiculous, 72,816. There we go, 44 points. I just wanted to mention a guy, RK-Over. I'll put a link to his channel in the description as well, so if you want to go and check his channel out. He's got a nice system. He's going to have a few videos up over the next few days of some new graphics cards that some people might like to see. So head over there and check it out. And also, if anyone on Steam, come and join our group, Left 4 Dead TKO. It's a public group. Search it in the search thing, you'll find it, I'm sure. Anyone can join. If you use Steam to play games or whatever, just come and join us. Currently only 17 members, so the more the merrier. Okay, that's it for now. Alright, thanks.